A lot of men do God's work in women's lives, and then women feel like that work is controlling. A lot of men do God's work. Let me tell you an example. If you look at the debt that women incur, it's usually based on nonsense. She'll borrow money to buy an expensive bag. Okay? There's not many men who got debt like that, especially older men, because they know, a lot of men were like, I want to retire early. But you meet women going on trips on credit card money. So, how do men do God's work in women's lives? By creating that order and say, honey, we're not going to spend on that. If she's a listening woman, you just delivered her from the corporation. The corporation wants to make money on the back of a woman. That's why they want the woman single. The corporation is not a godly entity. Now you say, well, how is that? We live in a capitalistic society. Look, corporations will choose profit over people any given day. They're gonna profit. They're gonna promise profits to the investors every year, and that's not sustainable. So when a man is living, that's why I heard that statement. When I heard about 2 weeks ago, it was floating around. Women save money by being in relationships. Men save money by being single. Real talk. A man is more frugal when he's by himself. And when a man is in a relationship with a woman, he's going to deliver her from the corporation for the most part if she's a listening person, because he's going to tell her, honey, we don't need that. You already got that pair of shoes. Why do you need another pair of shoes? Your jeans are just fine. You don't need another pair. So her instincts, and um, she's being marketed to so aggressively that she's going to lean towards purchasing, being a consumer. The best consumer on a regular basis, you go anywhere, is female. So when that woman now is in the presence of a man who's an orderly man, that man is going to be like, honey, we don't need that. That exercise alone delivers her from the corporation. Because now she's not going to use her money anyhow. But the money is going to be utilized in the family dynamic. That's why a lot of people, the higher ranking people don't like family dynamics. Because at the end of the day, the man will be like, honey, we don't need that. Let's budget. Let's whatever. This is not impulse buying. So she gets delivered one day at a time. So women are free to do whatever they want, and they're very unattractive to men. They're very unattractive to men. You know why? Because if I see a woman carrying, she got expensive wigs, she got whatever, I'm like, that's what I have to do to just keep her happy, and she's still not happy. And I know that's dead money to me. As somebody who travels and I got a farm, I look at that money, I'm like, okay, I could have bought a cow with that money. I could have bought a goat with that money. What's and you could say, well, you gotta enjoy yourself. You're telling me a woman can't just buy something because you could have bought a goat or a cow. Well, that's gonna give me a return. From a farming perspective, that's gonna give me a return. You see. So now, if I calculate that woman that her expenses on herself on a regular basis on things that I don't even like, I'm not into weaves. I don't even like weaves. Yeah, I don't even like weaves. So I'm calculating that, and that's what she's gonna require of me. You just That's why a lot of men look at them ladies like, okay, she just said pump and dump. Those are bad words. Nobody wants to hear that, but that's just real talk. You see her, she look high maintenance. She like, okay, this is not a long term kind of person. There's a certain beauty about simplicity because it tells you I'm content with a little. And the girls are like, no, don't be going for that. That's bare minimum. But how about the man's love and protection, which is far valuable than the y'all chase the material things. So you look as a man. I'm gonna tell you, if you meet, you stay in some of these nice hotels and everything else every now and then. You see ladies, you talking to them, you're like, I could not have you long term, cause I know you're gonna cost me money. Are you just stingy? You brokey? No, I got money. Okay, I don't got it like that. I'm not Bill Gates. I'm not Elon Musk, but I got what I need to do. What I need to do. But that's the point. When when men look at women that are high maintenance, you're like, okay, she's fine, she's pretty, but not long term. And you know what you can do with that money. You can invest that money, you get a return on that money. It's more fun that way. You secure more of the future. But a lot of ladies don't understand that.